Fans chasing yellow and green through every ground in the championship scene. Bags packed, scarves high, stories to share. Wherever the Canaries play, we'll be there. On the road, city, we're singing loud and proud from the river to...
Hi, Canary fans. Welcome to On the Road City, part of the Beyond the Barclay podcast stable, and now part of the Talksport Network, Fan Network. And you can obviously watch all that sport on now.tv, one of our key sponsors. Nick, good to see you. We spent a few hours yesterday in the Snake Pit together, seeing Norwich's first home win since last season. How was it for you?
Yeah, what a great day. Yeah, I think first off, I know the result didn't go the way we wanted it to midweek, but I think you could already see that Clement was getting his message across to the players. I think you could see that. You could see the attacking football. We should have been 4 or 5 up, but weren't. And then, roll on to Saturday, we should have been 4 or 5 up and we were 3 up. So, but you can see, there's an attacking style of play. The players don't appear to be afraid to take a shot on goal, which is great. It's just great to get that buzz back for for the football. But yeah, great result and a great day.
The atmosphere was good as well, which hasn't been like that for quite a while in Carrow Road. So it was, hopefully we're building something, a bit of a fortress there.
Yeah, definitely. And my voice is still a bit sore today, so that's always a good sign the day after the football, isn't it? So.
It is indeed. But obviously we're not here to talk about past games. We're looking to the future. And obviously as part of this series, we do cover going to away grounds and learn a little bit about the towns and cities we're visiting, about the atmosphere, but also a little bit about the teams we're facing. And I'm delighted to be joined once again by a veteran of this show, somebody who joined us previously when we played Watford in the Carabao Cup. I think it was back in August. Seems so long ago. But Holly, welcome again to the show. Thanks very much for joining us.
Hello, how are we all? We all good?
Very good, thanks. Yeah. So how are Watford getting on these days?
I think we're doing all right, to be honest. I think we've had a few up and downs, obviously. Like, first game of the season, it didn't go to plan, losing 1-0 against Charlton. But, to go 2-0 down against Derby last weekend and win 3-2, to get a comeback against a team like Derby, and I mean, Derby are a good team. They're up there with one of the better teams I've seen play football away from home. But to be honest, I think tomorrow going to Birmingham, I think we could give it a shot. I think we're up there for playoffs, hopefully. Well, fingers crossed, but who knows?
Yeah, would you have considered the midweek match against Preston a bit of a slip, or was that sort of expected, do you think?
I feel like we could have beaten them. I feel like we just didn't take our chances. Same as like when we played Coventry and we lost 3-1. If we had had a striker like Haaland playing for us, I mean, we could have been 4-1 up in the first half. Vata had some of the easiest chances going, and he just didn't thread the needle. He just didn't put it in the back of the net. And then he plays a team like West Brom, had the hardest chance in his, probably in his career, and he scored a goal when he had some really easy chances against Coventry, and he should have executed them, but he just didn't. And you can't be slipping away in away games. You've got to remain consistent.
Yeah, we had a tough run against Birmingham there, was it last week? You're feeling confident about tomorrow night, Monday night against Birmingham?
I think I could go either way, to be honest. Obviously Birmingham won in the week, which did they win in the week? I'm not sure. I don't know if they did or not. But I was keeping an eye on that game just because obviously we've got them tomorrow. I think it could go either way, to be honest. I mean, Watford have just won an away game, so they're going to be in top knowledge to want to win more, like Javi Garcia said this afternoon. We've got to be winning these games away from home. If we want a chance at playoffs, we can't be just winning at home. We've got to keep a consistent record, and you can't be losing at home and you can't be losing away.
Very true. So for the match next week, as you know, I'll be flying over. This time I'm flying into Birmingham and getting the train down. I think my last experience going to Vicarage Road, I flew to your favourite place, Holly, Luton, and it wasn't a great experience getting from Luton to Watford, despite the fact that they're pretty close to each other.
I know the trains aren't good from
No,
Luton.
they seem to be a little bit better from Birmingham. Nick, I take it you're driving to Watford.
I
next
certainly
Saturday.
am, yeah, and I don't know at this moment if it'll be me or Olivia. To be fair, she's now the second driving Canary, so yeah, she's got her own wheels now. Yeah, I think the motorway will probably get her away for next Saturday, so it'll probably be me driving. But yeah, I've got my parking booked at a local school. But yeah, we'll be driving in early and get a nice breakfast somewhere. I should think on the way down.
Where should we get a breakfast, Holly, do you think, in Watford?
The Junction Cafe in Watford. It's a good shout.
Pretty good there. Yeah, I've had breakfast there before. I think the last time I went for the Irish breakfast in O'Neill's, and that was pretty savage as well.
There's quite a lot of places in Watford you can get something to eat, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, tell us again. Now, I think you shared it before, but what's your match day ritual for a home game?
I mean, this one is a very special one because I turned 21 when we play Norwich.
Wow.
So it's my birthday game, and I'm not going to be horrible, but I do want 3 points because I think that would just make your birthday.
Sure, there's a lot of other ways to make your birthday other than 3 points.
I'm just watching Watford win. Honestly, that would make my birthday.
I see.
I think if I was to pick, I'd probably go to the Junction Cafe before the game. I usually get the train in, then I go to the cafe because it's an early kickoff,
Yeah.
and then I'll make my way to the Vic. So
What time does
Yeah,
that
then-
place get busy, Holly, on a match day? What time do we need to be in there before to get somewhere
I
to sit
would
down and have a good
personally
breakfast?
get there around like 9 o'clock because it's not as busy, but obviously it's an early kickoff again, so between 8:30 and 9 is the best time to get there.
It's breakfast on the way then.
Sounds like a plan. And how do Watford perform on early kickoffs normally?
We're a bit hit and miss. I mean, last season it weren't the greatest. I mean, we played QPR and we lost 1-0, and I mean, to be honest, it weren't the best. And I mean, it all comes down to the day. It all comes down to what team the manager's going to put out. Obviously, we all know Watford have got a thing with managers. I mean, we've had 20 managers now, which is not the greatest. But I mean, it all comes down to the day. I mean, it could be Norwich's day, it could be Watford's day. You just don't know what your team's going to be like, and I've said that to a lot of Watford fans on my page. Tomorrow, if we win tomorrow, we've got a tough December coming up. I mean, we're playing you again playing you on the 6th, then we're going to play you again in 23 days. So away from home. So again, it could go either way.
It's almost like a playoff, isn't it?
I know, it's like we've played you 3 times and we will be playing you 3 times in 2025. But again, we could be playing you again in 2026 because we could be out of you in the FA Cup. You don't know.
It's very, very true indeed. How are you feeling about it then? Apart from the obvious desire to get your 3 points for your birthday, how do you think the match will go on Saturday?
I feel confident. Obviously, we've had a really good run at home. We haven't dropped many points. I'm looking at my sheet now. We've won most of our games at home. I think the only time we've lost at home was when we played Blackburn, and that was the 13th of September. When you think about it, that's quite a long time ago. And I mean, I'm looking at the fixtures now. To be getting 3 points out of Middlesbrough, like you don't know many teams that have done that. Where Middlesbrough are again a very tough team to play against. So I feel confident. It's just like I've said to a lot of people, it could go either way. Who knows what's going to happen? It all just comes down to the day. Like tomorrow, it could go our way, it could go their way. But like again, Birmingham have got a very, very strong streak at home. So I would like to get 3 points, but again, we are playing away from home, and we are a bit sketchy away from home.
How is the manager? Because the last time we spoke before the Carabao Cup, you had a different manager. Obviously, in traditional Watford fashion, you've changed your manager. How's this new manager? I think he's a returning manager doing for you.
Well, I think Javi Garcia has definitely brought the players back together. I mean, I think when Paulo Pezzolino he said, "I'm not here to make friends." I mean, you shouldn't be saying that as a manager. You're basically the professional here. You're teaching these players. You want them to win games. You shouldn't be speaking. There's a video about the dressing room, and he's just addressing them, and it isn't the best. You can see the atmosphere in the dressing room isn't the nicest, and then you look at the atmosphere with Javi Gracia, and you think this is a nice atmosphere that you want to be part of, because obviously, again, Javi Gracia is such a much-loved manager. Obviously, getting them to the FA Cup final, obviously, didn't go the way Watford wanted it to go. But, again, to get to an FA Cup final, to even get to an FA Cup final, you can never take that away. So, I think Javi Gracia is the man for the job. So, time will tell. So, as Watford fans know, we can't keep a manager for that long.
Holly, I have to be honest. The away end at Watford is probably one of the worst away ends in the Football League. The concourse is about 6 inches wide. You can't get a drink. The queues are massive. What's that all about? And why is it such a poor match day experience in the away end at Vicarage Road?
Actually, no. I just think obviously Watford is such a family orientated club. Obviously, the first club to have a whole family enclosure and things like that. I just think, again, booze is some people use booze as a negative thing. I mean, I don't think Watford want fights before or after a game. So I can kind of see why Watford do it in a way, which is, is understandable, really. But then again, if you do want a pint before the game, I know many clubs that give you a pint before the game. I don't understand why Watford don't do it. Maybe it's just something they're just like, no, we steer clear of alcohol in the away end because we don't want any argy-bargy before and after the game. But who knows?
What's the atmosphere been like this season? The last few times we've been to Watford, there's been a fair few empty seats. What are your attendances like? What's the atmosphere like? I know Harry the Hornet and the drum in the home end try and get the atmosphere going. But what's it been like so far this season?
It's been great. I sit in the Rookery, so I sit in the far end, so I sit in the corner. And it's been really good. Obviously, we're always chanting. We're always trying to give it large to away fans. I mean, obviously you can't see us because we're at the other end of the pitch. But I just think, again, it's been great. Our attendance has been like between 17,000. I just don't think the away game, the game against Preston on Tuesday, I've never seen the ground so empty. It was a very, very empty game. And I'm like, where is everyone? Like, maybe because it's like a Tuesday night. And obviously Preston is, when you think about it, it's in Lancashire. It's quite a far travel for Preston fans on a Tuesday night. But then again, you're thinking, if you support the club you love, you're wanting to go to, especially in the home end, you're wanting to go to every single game you can get to possible. I mean, I'm just so fortunate to be a season ticket holder and absolutely love it. Best thing I ever did, becoming a season ticket holder. I just think, again, I don't know, I just think the atmosphere, obviously I mention a lot in my videos, there are tickets still available, just go and get them because we want people there, we want the atmosphere, we want people to be there, we want people to support the club. Even if you've never been to Watford before, come and support the club, come and see what they're about. You want people to come and watch the game that you've loved since you were a kid. So, again, the question is, I don't understand why there were so many empty seats against Preston.
Yeah, I think Sky TV are killing some of the midweek fixtures now, making them so accessible on the TV on the app, aren't they? It's certainly damaging attendances all across the country, isn't it?
Well, we all know the chant about Sky TV, don't we? So
yeah, we do. We do.
So I think that's what's killed. Like, again, I can say you've got access to all these channels now, like a Fire Stick. You've got Sky TV, you've got Sky Plus, you've got Now TV, you've got things on Prime as well. So people are going to be like, oh, it's an easy access. I don't need to go to the game. I can just watch it on the TV. Like Watford have got Hive Live. If you can't get to a game, you can just stick it on the TV.
Yes, Tell us about your podcast then, Holly. I know you do a lot of socials yourself, so tell us a little bit about your own podcast.
So when I first was speaking to Cillian, it was a long. I'd only just started the whole TalkWatfordFC thing. Like if you know, I do TikTok, a lot of TikTok, and a lot of like Instagram as well. And honestly, my Instagram and my TikTok's flying. I've already hit over 1,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm on about 250 followers on Instagram now. And I did a vlog yesterday because I went to the England versus China game, but I also focused on the men and the women's teams as well, because obviously Watford women are doing very well at the moment. They played this afternoon. Unfortunately, I didn't go to that one because I wanted to spend time with my mum. So I went out with my mum, but they won 4-0, and then they've got Cheltenham in the cup. So again, it's nice I love posting videos about a club that I love, and I've got so many people that are like, oh, I know you from TikTok, like, I know you from Instagram, like, and it's so nice to have this recognition when you're in the ground and things like that. They're like, oh, I follow you, I've watched your vlogs. Like, they're honestly amazing. My mum's mates message me and be like, oh, I've seen your video, I watched it the other day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cheers, I really appreciate it. But honestly, it's going very well. I'm very happy that it's going successfully. Obviously, there's a few areas that I'm tweaking. I'm making sure that the videos get better and better. I mean, using different editing platforms as well, just to see where I can tweak the areas that need tweaking. So, fingers crossed, we can get to, we're nearly at 1,100 followers. So, we're 10 away. So, fingers crossed we can get to that for Christmas, which would be quite nice, actually.
It'd be amazing. That's a fantastic success. And tell us, like, what would you say to encourage more young ladies to show a passion for football and support their team, no matter what team it is?
I've said this to a lot of people. Obviously, girls football and obviously men's football. It doesn't matter what team you support, as long as you love them and you supported them. And I mean, I've supported Watford a very, very long time. Whatever team you support, if you want to make a podcast, just go for it. Honestly, like the first time I was thinking about doing the whole Talk Watford FC thing, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should do this. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to see how it goes. And I think it was the best thing I ever did. Because if I never had done it, I would have never been able to speak to people. And I genuinely think it boosts your confidence, because you feel like, oh yeah, I've got desire for this club. You've got people that are watching you going, oh yeah, I've got desire for this club too. And it's just so nice. I've been to every away game apart from Ipswich, Millwall, and I want to say Ipswich, Millwall, and Portsmouth. But I'm going to the one on tomorrow as well. So it's been great. I mean, honestly,
You're going to come to Norwich on the 20th?
I am. I've got my ticket.
Very good.
We got ticket info today, but because I'm friends with a lot of people, I'll get my ticket 72 hours early.
Brilliant. There's one of the benefits of being well known. Have you
Definitely.
had a chance to talk to or interview any of the players?
I spoke to one of the women a couple of months ago. I did an interview with Flo Fife. She plays for Watford Women, and Anna Philby, another Watford Women's player, and she's also a Welsh international.
Well,
I've done a interview with her, but there will be more to come. So stick around.
Talk Watford FC is obviously the channel for all that. Obviously, because it's an early kickoff, we're going to have a bit of extra time in Watford potentially for some people who want to make a day out of it. Any recommendations on what to do on a Saturday afternoon in Watford?
Well, Christmas is round the corner. You can go and do some Christmas shopping.
Anywhere good to shop in Watford?
Flannels. If you need some Stone Island for the football, go to Flannels.
Excellent.
I think all I'll be doing on Saturday afternoon is Watford is going home with 3 points in my pocket. So that's my afternoon planned.
I mean, again, who knows how it's going to go, but...
What would your prediction be, Ollie, for the game, score-wise?
I want it to be 2-1.
Yeah, I know. Is that what you think it's going to happen? 2-1?
I personally think you're going to score first.
Okay.
Because, Preston, obviously, they scored first. We're quite good at conceding first.
Right. And
We are well known to do that. But I
you don't
think
like Josh Sargent much in Watford, do you?
I don't mind him. I think he's a very, very good player.
He is a very
Just
good player, yeah, but
very, very good player. But again, we've got an in-round loser that likes to score goals as well. So hopefully he can bag 2 on Saturday or even tomorrow. Hopefully, so who knows?
yeah, let him. You can bag loads of them tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't mind him scoring 2 tomorrow, Holly, but he certainly won't be scoring 2 on Saturday.
Well, who knows?
All right, listen, we really appreciate you coming on again. Look forward to hopefully meeting you maybe this time, and do wish you a massive happy first birthday. And
Thank you.
maybe one small little disappointment on your day, but I'm sure you can make it up.
I hope not.
It sounds like we'll see you in the calf on Saturday morning, Holly.
Well, you probably really will, to be honest.
It's been a pleasure, fans, to present this to you today. As some of you know, myself and Nick are about to release a Christmas album, and we're launching a new song every episode. And we're going to play you out tonight with our special song for Watford, Buzz Off Hornets. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you all. Thanks, Holly.
Into the nest, the hornets swarm, but no come trues.